to Behavior on Demand, presented by Callie Wakefield, Board Certified Behavior Analyst and Behavior Specialist in Tomball ISD. Each week, we will be talking about a new intervention that is used in your student's classroom. Your student is probably familiar with this strategy as they are exposed to it every day in their classrooms. We use schedules every day. I use my phone to know where exactly I'm supposed to be every day at what times. Our students may just need a schedule like this. It is written out for them with the time and the task, time and task. Some students may benefit from a schedule like this one. Others may have a more difficult time reading or telling time. In that case, a student may use what is called a visual schedule. Here is an example of a daily schedule for visuals. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see where it says to do. These would typically be photos of what the student is expected to do or the schedule for the day. Once the student is finished with one task, the student would move the to-do column over to the all done column to signify that that task is finished. This is another example of a visual schedule. As you can see, there's a morning and an afternoon side. You could do it side by side like this, or you could put it vertically and connect it. However is best for your student. As you go through maybe the morning, there's a few options on this one. You could either remove the visual as the task is completed so that you can, the student will see that his or her day is finishing, or maybe this is a piece of paper and you can cross the visuals out as you go down the schedule. This is an example. Pretend that the top half is folded down on top of the bottom half. You would open up the left-hand side to start, and either in this example, the history, English, math, and lunch are tabs that you would fold down, or the student would fold down as the task is completed. Once that one side is completed, you would fold the paper back in half, open the right-hand side, and then work through that right-hand side of the schedule just as you did with the left-hand side. This example is very similar to the first one that I showed. However, it's more of word-based as opposed to visuals or pictures. You would move the things to do to the left hand, or from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, just as the warm-up was moved from things to do to all done. As you can see, as you work through the schedule throughout the day, your student will be able to see his or her day ending as those tasks are completed. This is very similar to the one I showed you earlier. However, I do want to note a few changes. As you can see at the top, it tells what day it is. And on the left-hand side of the words, there are empty boxes. The student can check off as they complete each task for the day. I want you to note halfway down, the assembly, the word assembly has 2 asterisks by it. Down at the bottom, the note on the bottom says sometimes the schedule changes. This is important to note if your student has difficulty with changes. Things that might change unexpectedly throughout the day are good things to note and kind of front load your student to allow for that processing time of those schedule changes. Whether you choose to use a written out schedule with words and times or a visual schedule, it is important to use a schedule in the home with your student. If you need assistance creating a schedule, please feel free to reach out to your student's teacher. They may know what schedule would work best for your student in the home setting based on what is used in their classroom. See you next time on Behavior on Demand.